This is how tokens actually work. A token is not just a word. That would be clean. That would be merciful. And this is computing, so naturally we chose something worse. A token is a piece of text that a model's tokenizer knows how to handle. It might be a whole word, it might be part of a word, it might be punctuation, it might be a space, it might be some mangled little fragment that looks like language after language has been through a minor industrial accident. Before a language model can process your prompt, the text has to go through a tokenizer. The tokenizer is the machine's front desk. It takes your sentence, breaks it into tokens, and maps each token to a number. That number is called a token ID because the model does not actually receive your sentence as a sentence. It receives a list of numbers. Your beautiful human request, with all its nuance, panic, and unnecessary adjectives, gets converted into something like token 1532, token 421, token 97, token 8642. A little parade of IDs marching into the math factory. That is the first important thing. Tokens are connected to a vocabulary, not vocabulary like a dictionary for people. A model vocabulary is a fixed list of token pieces the tokenizer knows. Common words may get their own token. Common chunks may get their own token. Rare words, names, typos, technical terms, or extremely cursed variable names may get split into several tokens. That is why tokenization can feel weird. Dog might be one token. Unbelievable might be split into pieces. A strange last name might get chopped up like it owes money. Code can become tokens. Punctuation can become tokens. Whitespace can matter. Line breaks can matter. Because to the tokenizer, language is not sacred. It is inventory. Once the text has been tokenized, those token IDs are passed into the model, but even then, the model does not really work with the raw IDs directly. Each token ID gets converted into an embedding, a vector, a list of numbers that gives the token a usable representation inside the model. So the journey is text to tokens, to token IDs, to vectors, to layers of computation, to predicted next tokens, then back into text again. That is the loop. This matters because tokens quietly control much more than people realize. Context windows are measured in tokens. Costs are often based on tokens. Generation happens token by token. Speed depends partly on how many tokens the model has to process and produce. So if you paste a giant document and ask for a quick summary, the model does not see quick. It sees a long line of tokens and the billable consequences of your optimism. Tokenization also explains some strange AI behavior. Models may struggle with exact spelling because they do not always see words as whole words. They may handle rare names awkwardly because the name gets split into unfamiliar chunks. They may treat code or formatting differently because spaces, symbols, and line breaks are part of the token stream. And different models can tokenize the same text differently. There is no universal tokenizer handed down from the mountain. Each model family may use its own system, its own vocabulary, its own little meat grinder for language. So how do tokens actually work? A tokenizer breaks text into known pieces, maps those pieces to token IDs, and the model turns those IDs into numerical vectors it can process. Tokens are the bridge between human language and machine computation. Not words, not thoughts, not meaning itself. Just the chopped-up units language must become before the machine can pretend it understood what you meant.